Hello everybody, in this video we are going to be taking a look at scenario where Civilization starts over. I was standing up, so if my voice sounded a little different, that's why. But we are now on episode 6 of the series, and in the last video, a lot of things happened. Heading over to here, we saw the Italians, or like the Italian Union, or what did I call them? I remember sending my friend a DM on what I called them. Where is it? Here it is. I don't completely know how to pronounce it, so I'll give it my best shot. And by that I mean I lied. I'm not pronouncing it. Here, have this. Yeah, that's what it is. We saw up here be formed. Some stuff happened with the HJE. And we saw a mini ice age hit the globe, with many pieces of territory getting formed. One over here in Mexico, one over here in Mexico, one over here, wait, that one wasn't, actually I don't remember, one over here in Mexico, one over here in not Mexico, one over here in Argentina, none in Africa. We saw the these Spanish islands are now an island. We saw Lichtenberg get formed. Doggerland got formed. We saw Iceland get connected to Greenland. Now they look like a weird growth. And yeah, we're like 2 minutes into this already, so I should probably just start with the fun stuff. But before that, I made a religion map. Yeah, it doesn't really keep track of the colors, because like, the yellow team's all the way up here, but then there's a yellow religion down here, so I'm just going to say like, it doesn't matter really like about the colors. Just keep in mind that every different color is a different religion. Anyways, let's just get on with this. First of all, we're going to be going on to the trade routes layer, because we have a whole new continent to give trade routes to. So I say that we should probably start doing that. So let's start with these trade routes. We see a trade route going down from India, just barely going to the nomadic nation, and it starts going along here, but it doesn't go into these new areas. Instead it goes around them, and over to here. I don't really remember what it looks like. It's like this, I think. And then it goes down here. But then we do see one go along here. It's very cold here. Down here, one connects up to Malaysia. And then they go up along here. And this one eventually connects up with this one. The green one goes along here. We see the one over here connect up to Korea. Connect up to Tokyo, over here, here, and go along up to here. Further over here, none are connected to these guys, they're all on their own. Qatar has one going along here. They have one going up to Mesopotamia, or Kuwait. Kuwait has one going along this river, connecting up to this sea, and then up to here. Then there's one here that goes up to North Anatolia. The one down here also splits off to Cyprus. This one then goes along over to Crete and then up to Greece. This one to Thrace, because I'd rather not say the name of the sea because someone will get offended. This one goes up north to Bulgaria, to Ukraine or Crimea. Then it splits off to Russia and Belarus. And then this one down here splits off to go to Italy, to Albania. And then it goes along the coast, up this river, to these two cities, along this coast, crosses the channel, not my channel, I mean the English channel, goes along the coast, and then boom! Trade routes are now fully connected. which means that we can leave these trade routes for a bit. We're going to be now seeing some expand. I said it. I said expansion instead of exploration. Oh boy. Anyways, we're going to be seeing some exploration. See, I said it that time I said it right. And the exploration is mainly going to be over here. Now, I don't know the geography of Iran, so we're just going to be ignoring the geography and say, hey, it's fully flat. And the Caspian, let's just say that it's also flat. The Caspian's a sea. The land around the Caspian, sorry. Not the Caspian itself, that is a sea. Speaking of sea, I have some water. Delicious. Anyways, heading over to here. Apparently he's can't really stop them anymore. Because, like, some sailors are going this way and they're like, ooh, land! This is this is the first area that's been explored. That's risen up. I say the first bit. Because up here, over here, the Philippines, and over here. That was already known about. So I'm not going to count it. But this is the first actual area. So they begin exploring Listenberg, which is this weird growth. And they use it to begin exploring, see, I said it right that time, into Iberia. Eventually they just cut across here and they're like, ooh. It stops. Eventually, just all of northern Iberia is explored. And then all of South Iberia is. The Balearic Islands island is explored. And now all of Iberia is explored. Heading up here, Scotland. Yeah, can't really want to do a whole, they go here. Let's just go Scotland. They also explored Doggerland. As the Netherlands. You know, they can know about all the Netherlands. I'm feeling very nice. So yeah, we now have a few more nations. I mean, no, a few more areas. But some more areas are going to be explored. Specifically along this river. And then let's just say that they explore the whole Alpines, because I can't be bothered to have it be grey for like 20 years. So yeah. Europe's being explored very fast. And you might be wondering, how are they doing this? European nations are surprisingly advanced. See, they even know about the Polish corridor. The Polish coast. And they know about basically... No, they know about all of Germany now. No, they definitely know about all of Germany. World War I Germany, at least. Mainland Germany. Anyways, going away from here, we're going to be heading over to here, where more exploration. I'm just going to get rid of, like, a majority of the exploration right now. Some more happens in Arabia, going along this coast. They make a little landing over here, and they're like, we don't know if it's a new place. So they just decide, hey, it's not a new place, and throw the rats around up here. Down here, people from these four nations are going to start exploring. I never got rid of Timor-Leste. That's a bit bad. So you know what? I didn't get rid of Timor-Leste. So that means that now Timor-Leste is a certified country. If I make it this color, then what I can do is I can just go on here, do this, then I can turn this off, and then boom, we have East Timor, or Timor-Leste. Regarding the religion map, it's as simple as dead. Anyways, as I was saying, exploration. Exploration into Borneo is a bit, not bit, it's like very hard, because I'm pretty sure Borneo is very jungly. So once they land on Borneo, they just decide, let's just go along the coast. Ooh, river. They all die. They decide not to go along the river anymore. Anyways, heading away from here, we're actually going to be seeing some interesting stuff happen for once. And that is, we are going to be seeing some nations get formed. The first nation? Oh god. Some land up here in Lichtenberg is going to form a yellow, actually no. It's going to form an orangish coloured nation. So yeah, we now have North Lichtenberg. And not just that. We see a kind of pinkish coloured nation become the Balearic nation. But that's not all of the Balearic nation. They have some land going into Iberia, looking something like this. But that's not all. We see something surprising happen. That happened a lot in medieval Europe, and now it's happening here. We are going to be seeing a surprising thing happen, and it is going to technically be an alliance, but not really. I don't know how to spell this word, so let's hope. I know roughly how to spell it, let's just hope that I got it right. Now, you might be wondering, Annie, what's going on? We're going to be seeing a political alliance get formed. It's not military, that's... Oh wait, no, that's not outline, that's just the whole thing. It's not a military alliance, economical alliance, union, common interest. Instead, it's a marriage alliance. You might be wondering, what do I mean by a marriage alliance? What I mean is, we see the daughter of the King of Italy and the son of the King of the Balearic Union, that's what I'm going to call this nation, they are going to be getting married. And everyone cries at the wedding because it's a beautiful wedding. I'm joking. But now, since technically there's royal blood of both nations in as they have a kid, since there is now royal blood of the Italians and the Balearics in both royal bloods, they decide, that's pretty neat. So yeah, we now see a whole new alliance thing get made. And you know what? To further indicate that, hey, this isn't like another kind of alliance, I am going to be changing the colour. Not to another yellow, not to a green, not to a purple, nor to a kind of blue. This alliance is going to be a cyan-coloured alliance. So yeah, a new alliance type. But not just that, we're going to be seeing a few other nations get formed. Also, I need to give Lichtenberg a C. Lichtenberg doesn't currently have any rivers, so they just put it like to the northernmost point. Not just that, that's also where their capital is going to be. So yeah. Wait, let me just see if that's... Yep, that's the right colour. But Lichtenberg's not going to be the only nation that's going to be forming, as well as the Balearic Union. We're going to be seeing a lot of nations up here in Germany get formed. And I'm going to draw them in for you. There we go. That's all of our 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 nations. As we can see, there's one in the south. There is one in the north. Sorry, I have to click on each colour again individually. It's very annoying. One in the north. There's a kind of Dutch nation over here. I wonder. Ah, it doesn't work. That sucks. Yeah, there's a Dutch nation. There's a green nation. There's another, like, pink-coloured nation. I'm actually going to slightly change the colour or make them a bit more red. Yeah, that's good. Yeah, I like that colour. That's good. And then we're going to be seeing this another purple nation get formed over here. So boom. We now have our German nations. And regarding their cities, we are going to be seeing them be put. If I can grab the city, there we go. It's going to be one in the center, one over here. These guys are going to have two. These guys in the center. These guys are going to have one in the exclave and one up here. And finally, one here. And regarding the capitals, sorry Belgium, I'm stealing everything from you. They're just going to be put here, 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 and here. Also, did I say exclave? That is not an exclave. It's like a panhandle, sort of. So yeah. But, like I always say, that's not everything done. Because heading over here to the Britain, and I'm including Doggerland for the... You know, in this universe, Doggerland is a part of Britain. And let's make it official by connecting them to... I'm joking. I already lost the opportunity when the Ice Age hit. I could have done it, but I didn't. Anyways, what are we going to be seeing? We are going to be seeing a union, sort of. And you might be wondering, oh, what's that union of? It's a union of... They call it the Union of Union. I don't know what to call it. They're just going to call it some, like, the Union of insert, like, word here. The Union of Tea or something. I don't know. I'm currently just trying to find it. I know exactly what color to do for it. We are going to be seeing the Union, or like the freeway Union get made. It's going to be made of the Netherlands. It's going to be made of a large amount of Doggerland, made up of this part. Let me just adjust this. There we go. And if I do this, it should all be white. Yep. And finally, it's going to have a large amount of Britain. So there we go. We now have the British Union. I forgot to turn off anti-aliasing. There we go. Now you might be wondering, cities, what about those? I'll tell you. Uno, dos, tres. And regarding capitals, we are going to be seeing Uno. Yeah, that's it. Anyways, heading back over to here. I was going to do something over here, but I genuinely forgot. Hold on. I'm going to remember why. I'm going to pause while I remember. Yeah, I genuinely can't remember what I was going to do. So instead, how about we head over to India? India is going to be having a few more nations. If I can actually get this. First of all, we are going to be seeing the blue Indians fill out more of this land. Looking at something like this. The nomadic nation is going to be moving. They're going to be moving into these newer areas along this coast. And like the others, they're going to be abandoning this area into a greyish coloured nation, looking something like this. This greyish coloured nation is going to look something like this. We're going to be seeing another nation get formed. This time a purple coloured one. That's going to look something like this. I'm going to be taking this. And finally, one more, no, 2 or 3 more nations are going to be being formed. We're going to be seeing a... I'm going to do a yellow-colored nation. We don't have many yellow nations. We're going to be seeing a yellow-colored nation be formed in the north of India, looking something like this. And then we're just going to be seeing, let me just spin the color wheel. I'm not looking where the cursor's going. I'm going to darken this. Yeah, that looks good. That's a good color. And then we're just going to be seeing one last nation get formed up here. And it is going to look something like this. So, there we go. And then just like the nation that has the conflict in real life, I don't actually remember where it was called. I feel like it starts with K though. I don't know why, I just feel like it starts with K. But no matter. We are going to be seeing over here, bing, boom. If I remember it by the end of the video, I'll probably say it. Anyways, regarding cities, we're going to be turning on the river map. This nation is going to be putting a city right in between these two. The purple nation, right in between these two. The yellow colored one, you guessed it, in the middle of the country. And then the brown one, also like by 2 rivers. And regarding capitals, it's going to be very simple. It's just going where there's already a city. Now, a few more things I'm going to do. First of all, I'm turning off the marriage alliance layer. First thing, I'm doing ideologies. You might be wondering, oh, Annie, what are the new nations going to be ideologies of? I'm going to tell you, so be patient. Going up to the German nations, they're all going to be absolute monarchies. Looking something like this. The British are also going to be an absolute... Actually, no. The British are going to be a constitutional monarchy. Heading over to Lichtenberg, they are going to be a democratic nation. These guys, like I said earlier, they are going to be a monarchical nation. And I'm going to be making them a... absolute, sorry, I forgot the word. An absolute monarchy. These guys, obviously, still Romanic. Heading over to here, we're going to be seeing a bit of a split. These guys are going to be a monarchy. These guys I'm going to have to move the circle of. So, one momento. Let me just grab this circle. And just... There we go. Anyways, heading back over here. We're going to be seeing an authoritarian nation over here. And the authoritarian nation is going to be the grey nation down here. We're going to be seeing a Central Asianist nation. And by that, I was going to say I lied, there's 2, but no, there's literally only 1 left. So yeah, I think that's all the nations done. But that's not all. I actually want to do a decent bit this episode, like, because yesterday was mainly focused on the what's it called? It was mainly focused on the Ice Age, so I didn't get to do very much. But first of all, we're going to be seeing the rankings change. And I'm going to make a new layer just for now, where I'm going to put all the old rankings. So Control C and Control V. Now, the new rankings. India is going to be number 1. Let me increase this brush. India is going to be number 1. Persia, number 2. The Romans are going to be number 3. I actually just somehow went off print. There we go. Koreans is going to be number 4. These guys are going to be number 5. 6th place, U. 7 and 8 still U and U. These guys are going to be 9th. And heading over here, the 10th nation is just going to be these guys. Yeah. And now I can get rid of these rankings. There we go. And we see our new top 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Now you might be wondering, how the hell did these guys fall off so much? Well, like I told in the first episode, and like I actually have, these guys are an authoritarian nation. And it's starting to get a bit unstable in these guys. And a little protest breaks out over here in this part of the nation. Like, I think right where Civilization actually started, so that's very surprising for them. And they all get killed in the protest by the government. And that's going to cause a lot of rebellions. We're going to be seeing one happen up here in a bunch of provinces. I'm just going to be saying it's a bunch of provinces, but I'm probably going to forget. We're going to be seeing that happen. A mint-coloured one happens in the south over here. Not really following any, like, real-life geography. We're going to be seeing another, like... We're going to be seeing a weird, like, olive-coloured one get formed in this city over here. So, yeah. We are going to be seeing one be formed that's going to be purple. And it's going to be formed in this area over here, following this river. Dipping down. Following this river. Heading back up. And then... boom. And finally, we're going to be seeing this area break away. Looking something like this. Actually, let me make that darker. Yeah, there we go. So yeah, you might be wondering, how are these guys gonna win? Like, yeah, there's 5 rebellions, but like, these guys were reformed. Like, they were the former strongest. It's not just them. It's not just the rebellions. The green team is going to be launching an invasion of the Chinese nation. And you know what they're going to do? They're gonna follow a river! I forgot spacing. They're gonna follow a river! So yeah. They launch an invasion, these guys are dead. And after a while, I'm not really gonna like sugarcoat, these guys are probably dead. Like this blue nation, they reach this river and they take basically all of it. In the south, we see these two unite, and then they launch an actual invasion looking something like this. This rebellion, I'm going to be honest, they're going to cease to exist. The green team is going to then launch an invasion into their old territory. And then and by old territory, I mean like the one that just fell. These areas are going to fall to to the green team. A dark red nation pops up over here. And finally, one last rebellion. A long one. A long rebellion is formed. And eventually China just surrenders. Like, what the hell are they gonna do in this situation? They're tiny. They have 1, 2, 3, 4. They have 5 rebellions against them. The 9th strongest nation in the world is going against them. What are they gonna do? So yeah, they just surrender. And we can see what this is gonna look like in 3, 2. The snap didn't work. 3, 2. Why is the snap not working? 3, 2. Okay, finally the snap worked. Anyways, Street. I'm gonna turn off the rankings for a sec. There we go. And I'm also gonna turn off the river layer. So yeah, now we can see these borders clearly. If you're wondering why I colored everything in this color, it's because I can't do Y, and yeah, it's just easier. So first of all, a nation down here, I'm on the ranking layer. A nation down here is gonna be formed. Looking, I forgot a bloody pixel. You know, it's fine. I can just fix it when I do these guys, because these guys are going to be taking, the red team, the dark red team to be specific. They're going to be taking these territories. I'm going to be honest. The light orange team got completely screwed over in this treaty. Pink team, they're going to look something like this. The green team is going to be gaining a lot of territory, gaining this little piece of territory. Also, I expanded their borders just to look a bit better, and they're going to be gaining this. Finally, the red nation, they're going to be put right back to this. And this is just going to become its own nation, because, yeah, why not? They had a rebellion, so they might as well. Now, capitals. What about those? You see, I'd say that we're probably in the year 400 BC, so real life just before the Romans, or roughly when the Romans were formed. Now, you might be wondering, Annie, what does that mean? Like, why is that important? It means we can start to see more cities begin to be dotted about. So yeah, I'm just going to dot some cities about everywhere, and I will be back when I'm done. There we go. I have now dotted some cities all around the map. And, yeah, these guys can now have a capital. Anyways, I know that this video is like basically 33 minutes long, but oh, hello, I did not mean to go here. There's one last thing that I'd like to do, and that is going to be, well, 2 things that I want to be doing. And that is, you might remember how I think in the last, either the last video or the video before that, oh, I'm stretching. There we go. In either the last video or the video before that, the Romans were formed, and they discovered the coast of Tunisia, but then they all died. But now they're going to, first of all, let me see, there we go. Now they're going to launch another, not invasion, they're going to launch another exploration, and it's successful. And they don't just launch one here, they launch an exploration group into Morocco. Over here, completely separately, people over here begin exploring, and they explore a decent amount. Eventually realizing, this might actually just be an island. There's a tiny bit that they do, okay, yeah, they know that this is now just all desert. So yeah, now they're a bit sad, but they're like, hey, this is at least a river, we know that much. No, a sea, sorry, a sea. This isn't the only area that they're going to be exploring. They're exploring, like, the whole northern coast to be like, hey, what the hell is this geography like? Eventually, all of the coast of North Africa is formed. I mean, not formed. All of the coast of North Africa is discovered. Looking something like this. But that's not going to be all of it. We're going to be seeing people going along the coast, discovering, I believe, the Canary Islands. They're going to be launching a few little, like, let me actually turn on the river layer. They're going to be launching a few little areas into the desert. It doesn't go very well. They're going to be heading down the Nile, looking something like this. And eventually, after a while, it is going to look something like... Oh, damn it. Don't tell me this isn't working again. Please. Okay, finally, that took like 20 billion attempts. But yeah, we can see that they have explored 1, 2, 3, 4 areas, looking something like this. Now that I look at that, that looks very ugly. I'm going to be fixing that. Yeah, that looks remotely better. But yeah, we now see Africa's now starting to be discovered. They now know about half of the continents of the world. Half the livable continents. Now they know about Afro-Eurasia. Although they don't know about America or Oceania. So that's still 3 continents left. Wait, if I did something to Hawaii last video. Yes, I didn't. Oh well. Anyways, we are going to be seeing one last nation get formed. I swear that this is most likely the last event in the video. Anyways, the nation is just going to be like... No, I'm not erasing... I'm not murdering people. The nation is going to just be formed down here, and it's going to look something like... Actually, you know what? I have a better colour for this. We have green. I want you to know I had to download a file to get this green. I don't have it on my laptop, which kind of sucked. Oh well. I can just now delete that file, because I'm probably not going to need it for a while. But yeah, we now have a green, like, Iberian nation get formed. And they are going to be having a few cities. Their cities are going to be here, 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 in Gibraltar, and... Oh. Well, I just murdered a whole population. That kind of sucks. But yeah, in Gibraltar. And finally, by this sea, by this river. And regarding their capital, they're going to be putting it right here. So yeah, a decent bit happened in this video. I'm going to try and get... I don't know how long I want these videos to be, because like, it used to be 20 minutes, now this one's nearly 40 minutes. But, yeah, I'm gonna go now. Goodbye. So if you liked the thumbnail for the last video, then I might, who knows, I might actually try and make that kind of thumbnail for, like, Wixo videos, like, not, like, rapid fire, but, like, actual Wixo videos. Anyways, goodbye.